The story, The Silent Bus. Every day, before the sun even peeked over the eastern hills, Devraj, a middle-aged bus conductor, was already at the remote bus terminal. For over 20 years, he'd worked alongside his longtime friend, Hari, the driver. Their lives were tied to this route like breath to lungs. Dev wasn't a man of many words. He lived neatly within the boundaries of repetition. Familiar passengers, predictable schedules, known stops. Everything unfolded like clockwork, and within that pattern Dev felt sufficient. But sometimes, peace that lasts too long isn't serenity. It's silent decay. One gloomy morning, fog veiled the bus stop. That's when a stranger boarded the bus at the 8th station. He was tall, broad-shouldered, muscular. A traditional turban wrapped tightly around his head, his presence sharp and composed. His eyes held stillness, not the calm of wisdom, but the kind that threatens without speaking. The entire bus went silent. No one said a word. Dev approached out of habit. "Your ticket, sir?" The man looked at him squarely and said, "I don't buy tickets." His voice was low, firm, and completely unbothered. Dev's words caught in his throat. He stepped back. The bus rolled on as if nothing had happened. But the next day, the same thing happened. The man boarded. Same seat, same silence, same sentence. "I don't buy tickets." No one objected. No one interfered. But gradually, Dev began to notice the passengers' eyes changing, from passive curiosity to quiet pity, and then mild contempt. Dev began losing sleep. He lay awake every night replaying that moment of silence, that unmoved face, his own powerlessness. It wasn't the fare he was losing, it was his dignity. The third time it happened, Dev tried to be firmer. "Everyone pays on this bus." The man looked at him, calm, steady. "I don't buy tickets." Dev had no reply. He turned away, heart burning, not with anger, but with shame. Hari noticed Dev was no longer himself. No jokes, no conversation. He avoided eye contact and sat quietly after each ride. "Are you okay?" Hari asked. Dev didn't answer immediately. He looked out the window for a long moment before replying. "I'm not me anymore. I can't sleep. I feel useless, powerless, all because of one man. I'm afraid." He took a leave, 3 months off. But truthfully, he didn't know if he'd ever come back. He couldn't allow himself to live under another man's shadow for the rest of his life. For 3 months, Dev vanished from the route. He started small, a haircut, new clothes. Then came the gym, breathing techniques, martial arts, self-help books, communication training, psychology workshops. He pushed himself, fell, coughed, vomited, got laughed at for failing basic moves. But he kept going, because he wasn't fighting the tall man anymore. He was fighting the scared man inside himself. 3 months later, clear skies, same bus terminal. But Dev was not the same Dev. He stepped onto the bus in a crisp shirt, shoulders square, eyes steady. His steps had certainty. Passengers whispered. Hari gave a quiet nod. No words, but a proud smile. Stop 8 arrived. The man boarded again. No one spoke. Dev stood up, walked to him. "Your ticket." The man narrowed his eyes. "I don't buy tickets." Dev didn't waver. His voice didn't shake. "No one is exempt unless they have a valid reason." For the first time, the man smiled. Just slightly, as if he'd been waiting for this moment. He reached into his pocket and pulled out a sleek silver card. "National Government All-Zone Pass. I'm a decorated retired officer. I don't buy tickets, because I'm exempt. But I've been waiting to see who would finally stand their ground." Dev took the card, his hand steady, his eyes calm. "Thank you for giving me the chance to find myself again." The rest of the journey passed in silence, but this time, it was a different silence. Not of fear, but of mutual respect between two men. Dev no longer saw the man as towering, because now he stood tall in his own sky. The rest of the journey passed in silence, but this time it was a different silence, not of fear, but of mutual respect between two men. Dev no longer saw the man as towering, because now he stood tall in his own sky. You may not control the world outside, but you can control how you respond to it. True strength isn't the absence of fear. It's walking through fear with clarity and courage. And sometimes the person who changes you the most is the one you thought was against you.